It's week 1 of the NFL, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Steamers and the Lumberjacks under the lights on Thursday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Steamers of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Lumberjacks of St. Louis. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks this offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. Well, this city, St. Louis, so heartbroken when the Rams left for L.A. following the 2015 season. But they believe they get a chance to get a team back here someday, and now today's the day. An NFL relocation team back here in St. Louis, and this fan base ecstatic, and they have welcomed them with open arms. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They're going to look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 21, here's second and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now the Rio offense set to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good, because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. And they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 6. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
I can't believe what we're seeing out of them so far. We knew coming in these guys were plenty talented. But 5 sacks and now a safety in the first half, this is a group possessed.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Pulled in at the 24.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Lumberjacks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Well, the Rio offense set to take over. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Rio de Janeiro 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So they bring out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Right back to him on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 59 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lumberjacks continue to pull away here in this first half. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
And shutting him off now open field. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to speed things up here.
Complete to number 6. A gain of 5.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
That is caught.
Fighting his way through contact. And touchdown! A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Steamers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Then with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. That one too wide and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there for number 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he returns this to the 22. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Rio de Janeiro 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 2nd and 9. As they run the counter play. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 88 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Back now here on EA Sports. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Third down and 4.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Here is third and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steamers get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Try to take this home. They'll run. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. This one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 11, exactly 1 minute remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Complete to number 16. A gain of 11 on the
now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
First down.
He'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going